Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bearcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it.
Wasting no time taking a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Fresno State will have to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Bearcats. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Immediately fires to the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On target over the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State.
I don't think a lot of people here are going to be surprised by that call. 4th and inches at midfield. Just go for it, run the football, and they pick up the first.
Really, what are you going to gain by punting there? Even nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off-play action on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's Peterson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They're working that left side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. The give on the inside. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Rides the back and leaves it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt.
Number 16, on to punt it away.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Let's send the tight end in motion. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a great job by the wide receiver understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Peterson. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle. No, he got loose. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet here.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Heaves it deep. He's got it inside the 15. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. And your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air, try to disrupt the throwing lane, and get a tip.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Going for the marker on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
21, Fresno State, 7.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bearcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Caught over the middle, it's Karapateas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Cincinnati, 35. Fresno State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Extending the play. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. Yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Rushes on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and
there he goes. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like
looking for the end zone. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And the stomping has commenced.
the defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Fresno State, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Hawkins. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
You could just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. Turning it on. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Karapateas. It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense showing blitz here. They'll try to sneak it. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll move the tight end. Fires it down the seam. Makes a grab for a big play. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants,
headed to the end zone. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's Karapateas. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
From the gun, the running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Looking for a deep man. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bearcats! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal. 4th quarter.
Fresno State, 17.
And he'll just take a knee in this. We'll start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard.